I'm going to talk about the late 40s. I was about 7 years old, 1947, and the source of entertainment, as I remember, was the Liberty Tavern, which was at the end of the neighborhood, going on into 31st Street. Everybody that was anybody had at some time been and partied at the Liberty Tavern. It was a very small place located off the side of Raytown Road. And Friday nights and Saturday nights, the joint would be jumping. Now, a lot of men that worked at the Chevrolet plant, the tire plant, and other places in Leeds would go down there after they got off from work. And they would stay, some of them would be there till it closed. Bypassing home, family, and therefore there was a small group of women that lived in the community. They were what I call walking women. I used to sit on the stoop in front of my house on Raytown Road and see these particular women walking they'd start coming through about 2 o'clock, 2:15, some 2:30. And they would walk, and they were very, their expressions were very serious. And some looked a bit anxious. So they would walk over there, and where they were going to the Chevrolet plant to meet their husband because Friday was payday. And let me tell you, if some of those women didn't get that check at the Chevrolet plant, then they didn't get it at all. Because if the Liberty Tavern got it before they got it, then that week there would be no bills paid, no food to feed the children, and lots of fussing and fighting. I remember asking my mother one day, why they walk over there every Friday? And she said, you don't need to know, that's not your business. And then later on, years later, like maybe another year or 2 years, I asked her again, and she told me, they going over there to pick up the husband's check. They don't want Liberty Tavern to get the check before they do, because if they do, nothing's going to be done. The children would need clothes, shoes, school supplies, but there were other women in the neighborhood that my auntie described them as women that lived by their wits. And so one day, I remember being older asking my mother, who were the women that lived by their wits? She said that was women, they didn't work, and they depended on men that worked over there in Leeds at the Chevrolet plant and the tire plant, depending on getting some of their checks on Friday. So they would be already at the tavern when the men got there. And so that's where the money would go every Friday.
This is brought to you by Kansas City Business Association, working to improve our community.